Reacher's Alan Ritchson admits action is his bread and butter, but wants to play historical figures. Alan Ritchson may be known for his action roles, but the Reacher star has high aspirations for his career and wants to show what he is capable of with different characters and a variety of genres. The actor made his debut on the small screen in 2005 in Smallville, playing Arthur Curry/Aquaman, showing from that moment that he had the aptitude to develop in the world of action, or simply for roles where physical appearance was one of the most important characteristics. The same thing happened with Blue State Mountain, a series where he played Kevin Devlin, Thad Castle, the captain of the football team. And although his career includes all types of projects, the ones that have most marked his career were The Hunger Games, Titans, his role in the successful Prime Video series Reacher, or his recent participation in the Fast and Furious saga, all physically demanding. Ritchson spoke exclusively with MovieWeb about his next film, Ordinary Angels, and confessed that despite loving action movies, he also wants to continue growing with other types of projects in the future. I love the action space. I mean, it's kind of really my bread and butter and probably always will be. It's just, I'm built for it. So there's a lot of that ahead in my future, and I'm looking forward to all those projects. But when you have the opportunity to tell a true story or play a historical figure, I mean, it's really a great gift to an artist like myself, and it's a huge challenge and a huge risk. And you really want to be authentic in those moments and honor their journey. But it really is like kind of the highest calling, I think, as an actor. So I do look out for a lot of those roles, whether afar or otherwise. What's Ordinary Angels about? The film, directed by John Gunn, The Case for Christ, follows the story of Shannon, a woman who discovers a new purpose in her life when she meets a widower and his daughters. He works hard to give them everything they need, but it is difficult, especially with the youngest daughter needing medical attention. Shannon attempts to do everything she can to help them, creating a unique bond with the father and his daughters, and restoring their faith and hope in miracles. Check out the official synopsis. Based on a remarkable true story, Ordinary Angels centers on Sharon Hillary Swank, a fierce but struggling hairdresser in small-town Kentucky who discovers a renewed sense of purpose when she meets Ed, Alan Ritchson, a widower working hard to make ends meet for his two daughters. With his youngest daughter waiting for a liver transplant, Sharon sets her mind to helping the family and will move mountains to do it. What unfolds is the inspiring tale of faith, everyday miracles, and ordinary angels. In addition to Ritchson, who plays the girl's father, the film stars Academy Award winner Hilary Swank as Shannon. Joining them are Nancy Travis, Last Man Standing, Tamala Jones, Castle, Amy Acker, 911, Lone Star, Drew Powell, Gotham, Skywalker Hughes, Joe Pickett, and Emily Mitchell, Women Talking. Alan Ritchson is a name that resonates with action-packed performances, physical intensity, and a presence that commands attention on screen. For many, Ritchson is synonymous with the strong, stoic, and hard-hitting character of Jack Reacher, a role he recently embodied in Amazon's popular Reacher series. The former model, actor, and singer has found his stride in action roles, and he admits that this genre has become his bread and butter. But in a recent interview, Ritchson expressed a desire to break away from the confines of action-heavy roles and explore something with more historical depth. He revealed his aspirations to portray significant historical figures, offering a glimpse into his career goals beyond the stunts and fights that have defined much of his work so far. From physicality to craft, a path into action. When people think of Alan Ritchson, it's hard not to picture the brawny and intimidating presence he brings to characters like Jack Reacher. In Reacher, Ritchson channels his impressive physicality to play the towering, justice-driven, ex-military cop, Jack Reacher. The show's success is in no small part due to Ritchson's authentic portrayal of Reacher's no-nonsense personality and his ability to dominate action scenes with brute force and precision. Whether he's disarming a room full of goons or chasing down criminals in heart-pounding scenes, Ritchson makes every action sequence feel real and impactful. It's clear that the physical side of acting comes naturally to him, something he acknowledged when speaking about his career. Action is my bread and butter, Ritchson admitted. It's where I've had a lot of success, and it's what people expect from me. I've always enjoyed pushing myself physically, and these roles allow me to do that. Ritchson's background supports this action-oriented path. He first came to public attention as Aquaman in Smallville, and later in films like The Hunger Games, Catching Fire, and the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles franchise, where he played Raphael. His physique, coupled with his intense performances, has made him a go-to for roles requiring a blend of charisma, strength, and combat prowess. Despite these successes, Ritchson doesn't see himself solely as an action star. He's expressed a desire to break out of the mold and showcase a different side of his acting abilities. "There's a lot more to acting than physicality," he said. "While I love these roles, I want to explore characters who lived real lives, people who shaped history." Eyeing historical figures, a different kind of challenge, Ritchson's aspirations to portray historical figures mark a departure from the high-octane characters he has become known for. He has his sights set on roles that would allow him to delve into the complexities and nuances of real-life individuals who have shaped the course of history. "There's something incredibly challenging and rewarding about bringing a historical figure to life," Ritchson said. "These people lived in times we can only read about. They made decisions that altered the world, and embodying that kind of responsibility is fascinating to me. It's not about the fights or the action sequences, it's about the legacy they left behind." When asked which historical figures he would most like to portray, Ritchson didn't hesitate. "There are so many, but I've always been drawn to leaders like Winston Churchill or Theodore Roosevelt. These were men who faced immense challenges, and I'd love to explore their personal struggles. It's easy to forget that even our greatest historical figures were human, with their own fears and insecurities. Bringing that to the screen is the kind of challenge I'd relish." Ritchson's interest in such roles is rooted in his belief that historical films offer a unique opportunity to connect with audiences on a deeper level. With action movies, it's often about entertainment, which is great. But with historical films, you have a chance to teach, to inspire, and to make people think. I'd love to be part of something like that. Beyond action, crafting a new legacy, Ritchson's desire to branch out into historical roles reflects a growing trend in his career toward exploring characters with more depth and complexity. He has already begun to pivot away from strictly action roles in projects like Dark Web, Cicada 3301, a film he directed and starred in, which allowed him to showcase more than just his physical presence on screen. The film, which delves into the world of cryptography and cyber espionage, gave Ritchson a chance to flex his creative muscles behind the camera as well. "I'm proud of the work I've done in action, but I'm also excited to push myself in new directions," Ritchson explained. "Directing allowed me to take control of the story in a different way, and I love that. I think historical roles would give me that same sense of purpose. It's about telling a story that matters, that resonates beyond just the screen." The transition from action star to a more versatile actor is not always easy, especially for someone like Ritchson, who has built his reputation on his physical abilities. But he seems ready for the challenge. His dedication to his craft is evident in the way he talks about his preparation for roles, his willingness to learn, and his desire to evolve as an actor. Will he step into history? As Alan Ritchson continues to ride the wave of success with Reacher and other action-driven projects, his ambition to step into historical dramas might soon come to fruition. With the right script and the right role, it's easy to imagine Ritchson bringing the same intensity and dedication to